6.
Oh my god. Let's
stop this here.
Moving on
before I embarrass myself.
For your credibility.
Nuke!
Save some of your credibility here.
Virtus.pro versus Flipside. VP starting off on the CT side, the more favourable side, the round where you look, or the side where you look to get 10 rounds on the board. A lot of aggressive smokes coming out from Flipside to start things off. Taz does spot one of them out. Bondic down to a mere 2 HP there. He's managed to make his way down to secret.
Alright, simple. Picking up a kill in main. This is definitely going to help Flipside get into upper now. As Markov also flashed upper for his teammates. In comes Pasha from the flank, from the rotation of ramp. And Viali's also there as well. He's going to actually get a quick frag, but he does get gunned down. 3-on-2 now in favor of Flipside, as it all rests on the shoulders, the very capable shoulders of Taz. Facing 3 players, gets 1 kill, and he might just get a second, but no. Going to be falling onto the little wooden board there. Not sure what that is.
Pallet.
Not sure why that's there. That has a purpose at all.
Isn't it there to stop fall damage? If you land correctly?
No, I mean, but like from a practical. Okay. From game design perspective, yeah, that works. From
lazy workers. Lazy.
Yeah, just left that there. All right. So flip side. Now with a nice amount of weaponry on their side. Pasha with the scout, looking for these players who is working outside. This world at it, and he's up on the side. There's another one as well. Find the head. Ooh, this is a dangerous game to play with Pasha, but he does go down to 18 health, so he's almost out of the picture. There is Blades in lobby with his teammates. So they're just holding to make sure that Virtus.pro, if they have to push with these pistols, they're going to get eliminated. And this is like how it goes usually, because in a round where you expect aggression or a risk from your from the opposing team, you can use time. You can use the time on the board. You don't have to rush straight away. You can let some time pass. Let the CTs essentially get bored, or maybe want to be like, okay, let's find out what they're doing.
Like that.
Exactly like that. And now they have a 5-on-2 as Flipside are now going to be able to roll into the upper bomb site and take themselves the plant. There you go. So Neo and Bialy potentially looking for exits, keeping themselves alive. Of course, double eco means for them that they are going to be able to play with the pistol armor if they're able to save it in the following round, and then still buy if they die in the next round on round number 4. So they are going to try to survive here, and I like this. And you can see they have nades as well. Bialy even has a helmet.
Yep, they're sitting on just over 3k on their 2 persons. Going to be even more now that AK is picked up.
Oh, we ate the best weapon as well of the team, but
not for much longer.
Bialy pick it up again. He's going to go for it. That's actually a big deal. That's oh no, he gets taken. He got wallbang through the crate.
The crate, yeah, just through the crate.
All right. So going to pause.
We have a pause.
A pause. DDoS Bonduc says, "Don't say that word. It's bad fortune to say to utter DDoS."
But even so, Flipside, they're 2 rounds to the good here. It's a very strong start for them. You usually aim to get 3, 4, if you're very lucky, 5 rounds on this T side. So winning the pistol and getting the following rounds just gives you a huge boost and takes the pressure off when you're going into the later parts of this map.
Yeah. So we are potentially in for a longer pause in this.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this 3rd map between Virtus.pro and Flipside Tactics. The map is Nuke. Flipside, they won the pistol round, and we've been in and out of pauses since. They're currently 3-0 up. Going into this gun round, Pasha opens things up onto Simple from Heaven. Flipside, they're going to flash into ramp area. They get taken down by Pasha. He gets a double kill there. 2 members left. Neo joins the scoreboard for this round after Pasha gets taken down after his 3k. Marklov, last man standing. He was creeping round outside. We've just had a few technical difficulties, so we will get that one sorted as soon as possible for you. It is just me at the moment. DDK's just had to slip out for a quick bit, and we're trying to load Counter-Strike up as soon as possible. So yeah, guys, sorry about this. Everything's just gone wrong today. First, the technical issues at the start of the day. Now, the pauses. And now, CSGO crashing on us. We are reconnecting to this server as I talk. And DDK has just got back here. He getting ready as soon as we go into this game. DDK is going to jump on in as well. And as we assumed, Virtus.pro did indeed win that round. So into this 5th round now. Apparently, Flipside do have a stand-in coming, because there are even more problems here. So this game will try and finish tonight, as Snacks has fallen to start things off here, as has Simple. They have traded. The bomb is down outside. Pasha guarding this one.
So a bit of a troubling situation here for Flipside, despite getting those early. Well, the thing is though, it's Nuke, right? So you get the early 3 rounds.
Yeah.
You can feel pretty good. 3 rounds is actually enough on Nuke. It's actually enough. But the thing is that is it enough against Virtus.pro? Probably not. However, it looks like still experiencing some issues here.
Yeah.
However, better to do it in a round like this than the buy round. Either way, as we get this cleaned up, you have to wonder how much hope there is for Flipside in some of these buy rounds. We know actually that Flipside, under the leadership of Blade, I've seen very cool stuff from their T-sides in the past. Because, for example, they are very aware of how to play outside very efficiently to make sure that they can cut down all the angles. I mean, we have all these, like, they're the team that will smoke the outer catwalk. Because when you have the wall of smokes, that small investment, $600, that cuts off vision there. The only way for the CT to really spot without actually just going through the smoke, which sometimes some teams go for that risk, which is quite interesting. They'll also smoke this, which is where we can zoom over there. Obviously, it gives you the view over the smokes to see if there really is anybody going over there. Or, of course, you can get quick picks onto players around the boxes. So, Flipside is the team that knows this smoke, and that is actually really, really key. So that can allow them to have pretty effective takes on outside. And like most maps, it's for you want to actually be able to do anything on the T side, you need to have effective methods with which to take map control. And so some teams, they won't have as many tactics such as the one I just described to take map control. Instead, what they'll say is, you know what, we're just badasses. We're just going to hit shots and just kill people. And then that's how we're going to get map control, which is an effective way as well. But this is a team that has the ability to, with a tactical sense, a more tactical approach, take map control as well. So it's a team which I'm always really excited to watch when it comes to their T-size of Nuke, because in the past I've seen good things from them because of Blade. Essentially, this guy is pretty cool with his approach when it comes to that. So generally speaking, I would expect probably quite an interesting T-side. And already having 3 rounds this early on, I could actually very easily see them pulling up to like 5, 6. It just depends. I know that they can get the opportunities. It's whether they can actually
act upon them.
Yeah, like actually win the fights versus the polls. So
and we know Virtus.pro, they're a really strong CT side.
Yeah.
Which is the dangerous thing for Flipside here. And I believe it's a long pause, so I think we're cutting to yet another break here. There's nothing we can really do, guys. We can
look beautiful.
Well, you can.
And we can make funny jokes.
Yeah.
I'm out of jokes, and I won't make a comment on the other one. Oh,
wait,
look at that.
What?
Boom. Back in the match.
Interesting. Okay.
So, all right. Just keeping you guys on your toes. We have the buy round here for Flipside. So we're going to see what their approach is, and I want to see if I can find what's going on over here. So actually, they've not smoked outside yet, but we can see that. I'm gonna go on this. Actually, this is a standard smoke. Actually, we don't need to look at that, although we can quickly see. Yep. Okay. Standard smoke there from Bondik to work on outside. It gives them control. Oh, well, Edit. He's really got his angles down there. That was actually amazing. Tapping away. Amazing.
Oh.
Phenomenal play from World Edit. Finding these shots out of nowhere. And already the crippling blow to the defense of Virtus.pro. However, Pasha popping out from CT Red is going to certainly make things a little bit more awkward for Flipside. Even things up as they make their way down secrets into the lower site. But where is Mr. Bomber? It is Bondik. And he's yet to actually appear. He's en route right now. Oh no! Davkos takes down Simple. He jumps into the spray now Davkos is left with 5 HP. What a disaster! Catastrophic round from Flipside. I don't know if you can find a more embarrassing way to lose a round than that.
Especially coming in, and it was his first round with the team as well.
That is absurd. They had every chance to win that round.
Yeah.
It was looking really good there for them. Big opportunity off of World Edit's unreal picks outside. So into the next round, and now they're on eco. I mean, they did some good damage, but they're going to be basically giving free economy onto Virtus.pro unless they're able to take some quick frags here. They want at least two kills. Do enough damage to keep the money down for Virtus.pro.
They've done one on to Pasha, as now Davkost is going to try and hunt the player down ramp, but Snack's now joining them. Very nice nade from him. World Edit's body goes flying, as Neo's now going to come around and peek. Gets one. It's just Bondic left. He will also fall. As VP take the lead now, 4-3 in rounds, but Flipside, 3 rounds is okay, as you said, but if you then go on to lose 12 in a row, it's a horrible, horrible situation for you. So they need to get at least 2 more on board here, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, against Virtus.pro, you always want to try to get as much as possible, and with Flipside, I know that they're capable of getting 5-6 against any team, so I would hope for their sake they're going to be able to manage to pull that one off. See some of the smokes outside going down, I believe, here from Virtus.pro, indeed, making it life a little bit harder for Simple, but Pasha going to be making his way up for Secret also. And he's got the AWP, he's got fast timing, but oh, this is a very fast Simple as well. Pasha's going to hear him stepping, and that's going to give it away. Just does get the shot there, and we have ourselves a 5-on-4. So Virtus.pro looking to be in good stead now to hold a very strong defense. As we can see that it's just mostly a static hold of lobby for Flipside. They don't have anybody outside, and Virtus.pro, I think, are fairly aware of this. Oh, they're going to find 2 picks from inside lobby. That's actually crazy. Actually, although I think What Edit was up on the outside silo there, but in they go. Looking for that entry now onto the upper site, and it's going to be fairly clean. Excellent entry from Davkost, winning the upper bomb site for his team. Pasha and Snacks now left over, and indeed could already see a 4th round here from Flipside, unless Pasha is able to find a couple quick kills here. Let's look and see where his friend is, Snacks. He's actually able to safely get up the ladder through the smoke, it would seem. As Pasha gets the pick onto Davkost. And now Snacks can come in for the quick kill. He gets one as well. Gets a second from nowhere. Slides down onto the lower area, onto the bomb site itself. And Pasha in now. Tosses in the flash around the corner. The jumping shot with the P250. Finishing it off with style. And Pasha and Snacks. You wouldn't have ever expected them to pull that one off, but they do. And they steal the 4th round that could have been from Flipside. And actually, you know what? That's 2 rounds that could have been.
Yep.
First one was Flipside's own misfortune, but this time it was the excellence of Virtus.pro that shone through.
They are able to get another buy-in here, though, Flipside.
2 AWPs as well.
And 2 AWPs on the side of VP. Neo and Pasha. Pasha playing outside. He's going to find some friends, as is Neo, but Neo can't hit his. The incendiary forces them to fall back. He thinks he's getting pushed, but no such thing is happening. I'm not quite sure what Pasha was aiming at there. Probably thought players had gone down. Neo does find Markelov. So straight away in this round, Virtus.pro have the lead. They're taking weapons away from Flipside, hurting the economy with each shot, and Neo so quick. So quick.
And these pick attempts have left Flipside with just 1 man left. Mr. Davkost. My, Mr. Davkost. What a job you have to do. Got a full lineup. They're untouched as well. So just see if he can get any damage done here. It seems like they also know where he is. Just going for some precautionary spam shots as well. Davkost moving slowly through some of these angles, expecting a CT to get impatient and give him a quick peek for a fast 1-on-1. He knows that moving out through the hut is certain doom. as he does reveal his position, and he's got a player on the flank coming from radio. Now he goes out, and he's actually going to spray down one. He's got oh my god, he's going to get the bomb down, I think, just barely. Oh, he does. That's actually...
secures the buy.
That should never, ever, ever happen. There's 5 guys left alive, and he somehow got the bomb down. That shouldn't happen. That's not a thing. And it's not a thing, guys.
Look at the cash as well. If they didn't go for that plant, they may not have been able to put a buy together. They would have been on around 3.8k, so they could have forced it if they really wanted to.
But like no nades and like...
exactly.
Been, that bomb basically gave them like a good chunk of nades.
Yeah.
So they get utility. And we know that they have nades. They know good flashes. They know good smokes. They just have to use them. So far we've not really seen them really abusing that too much, but here we go. We're going to start to see some nades, and I really hesitate with the nade bug still in play to actually show you where these are going to land. I would love to. In fact, maybe I can just do it old school. Very simple. There we go. Okay, well, I messed it up, but we're going to
see the lines.
We can see where things are going to land here.
There's that smoke that you're talking about.
Exactly, and you can see that they even had a player up there. So essentially, unless Snacks moves through the smoke, which he's looking to try to do, they don't have any idea what's going on. He's going to hear everything, though. And you can see Pasha. If that smoke wasn't up there, Pasha would have no ability to actually... So Pasha would, have a very strong ability, rather, to get some good kills there. But they have moved down very effectively. They have a lurker as well. We can see him over by ramp. And that's a great incendiary from Pasha to deal with this player that he knows is likely there. And they've taken over control room. The long area is theirs. They've smoked down the plant spot so they can get a bomb down. They have post-plant setup. This is a great opening now. Bialy gets traded on, so no man in secret, toxic, sorry. This should be a good round here for Flipside.
They are 4 on 4. They're more or less in the same area, and this is the lurker you were talking about. Markelov being able to just drop down into vents. It means the rest of his players get into vents, and another team kill from Flipside, but this one doesn't matter. More or less the same situation, or the same area, but they're able to actually take this round and get their 4th on the board.
Flipside showed us some great Counter-Strike there, and
yeah,
there was a nuke match some time ago where I used them as an example in like a 30-minute post-match analysis with James, where we were talking about like strategies on nuke, and that's basically one of them.
Yeah.
The way that they were able to keep their lurker alive, and the impact that he had, and how taking the 4 men down secret with all the smokes outside, like very simple, like basics of nuke, but executed well there from Flipside. So that's their 4th round, and they really deserved it.
Just imagine if Davkos didn't get the bomb down in the previous round as well.
Oh yeah, exactly, yeah.
That bomb meant they could get that strap up going. And Pasha denies Wild at it. That's the AWP down for Flipside. Pretty big as well, considering his position. He was on silo. It means there's one less threat now for VP to deal with. And look at all this information they're getting. They've pushed so far into T territory. They've pushed ramp, they've pushed lobby. They know that Flipside are outside. And Pasha's just waiting on this. He's got a small gap. Gets one.
Are you joking?
Snack's got the other one.
Alright, okay. That timing though. Oh, look at this. Snacks with the parkour. Going to be able to spot one player just in the nick of time because he's so fast on the jump. And now that's a decimated lineup for Flipside. They've got nobody left. And yeah, I wanted to believe in the double, but
no.
It was not to be. As very deceptive. Okay, so no money for Flipside again. But they got 4 rounds. They're putting rounds on the board, and they have much more to play with. I actually feel like they've got a bunch of extra rounds which we haven't seen, like the very basic 4-man down secret with the 3 smokes outside and Markelov being the lurker. I think they got quite a few more, and there are variations of that as well. But in this round, they're going to go for the quick plant here, just going to make sure that they can get outside, and not much in the way of grenades to help them do that. But now they're down. Got the close ranges with the pistols. Pick up a kill on a rifler here. Just Pasha, but for the cost of almost the entire team. And there we go.
Neo clearing things out there onto World Edit. Stops him saving the gun. Stops the plant coming in. As we're now going into the 13th round, and Flipside already 4 rounds. It's an okay standing for them. Ideally, they'd like a few more in there. And hopefully they can get it with this one. They are on 2 Galils, however, and not many grenades to back them up either. Mainly flashes and smokes, nothing else for the T side. Looks like they're getting set up to throw some outside, but they're smoked off right now. And Bialy, this is how you, one of the ways you can counter that smoke wall is by going aggressive early on, deny the early smokes coming out, and just lurk around there.
Is he going to jump across? I almost feel like I want to see Pasha fly to the silo, but I don't think even Pasha can do that. At least not in CS. And Virtus.pro, I do enjoy seeing how they mix in the aggression. We saw it last round, Pasha running up, very exposed to T-Red, picking up some kills. And again, this round with Bialy, they do have a very good grip of the map, actually. Flipside, however, not really playing outside at all at the moment. And that's going to allow their the outside man of Virtus.pro to potentially sneak in on the flank if he wants to. But he's going to back away. He's going to get some flashes on the upper site now. In they go all the way from Squeaky. And somehow they've got a pretty decent entry into the bomb site. It's a 3-on-3 now as they make their way in. But Pasha throwing a wrench into the works there from Heaven with that AWP. And that's going to be enough to allow the rest of his teammates to come in and finish off the remainder of Flipside. 9-4 now the score is. It's looking like a pretty normal scoreline generally, but I feel like Flipside, they had like a couple rounds which perhaps they should have, well, they had good odds, very good odds to win that was stolen away from them.
Yeah, definitely so. But right now they're on an eco round, and the chances of them winning this one are very, very thin, especially when Neo going to stop World Edit on ramp. We saw on their eco before they just tried rushing straight down into Secret, trying to get that bump line. It didn't work. Now Marklov is going to fall to the same Virtus.pro man of Neo. He's on 2 frags already. Could find more here on the 2 guys that are in radio room. Gets 1. Looking for Davkos now. In fact, no, looking for Bondik, sorry. And he will fall. Clean sweep there for Virtus.pro. Pretty standard anti-eco round from them. And going into the last round of the half, Flipside looking to get their 5th on the board. And they still can't afford an AWP unless Simple wants to go without armor.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting last round here. They got all the grenades to work with, even a couple Molotovs also, and Simple on the AWP. So really you can ask for much more for Flipside. However, Simple, I'm curious to see how, like, what his role is going to be going into this outside. Looks like the role was just going to be aggressive picker, and he's going to get the kill onto Snacks too, so that's a pretty sick pickup there. Going to see a Pasha aggressively moving towards radio with his AWP. This is not going to be all that expected here. It is a big risk for Pasha to get this close to a lobby, and he's not got a teammate in lobby just yet, so going to be looking for that info, and he would have heard the grenade get thrown. He saw the trajectory. He can hold that angle there. You can see them making their way through outside now. He repositions down to the vents into Secret. Sorry, into the control room and the long area. And Pasha is looking for the lurking player. However, he is not there. He's not to be spotted around there. So we can see Flipside taking good control of these important areas. Now, if they're quick, they can get a strong setup like that really convincing round that they in fact, the last round that they won. Pasha in with a frag though, gets the 2nd on the man running through the smoke for the plant, and all of a sudden it's an absolute disaster. Markov the lurker eliminated as well, and Virtus.pro, they saw it once, they're not going to fall for it again, and it is a very convincing final round of the first half, 11-4, and Flipside with a lot to do, only picking up. They won the pistol. They only picked up 1 buy round. That actually surprises me a lot because they showed some pretty good stuff.
It was the rounds where they were just so close.
Yeah, like
that let them down.
Team kill.
Yeah,
the 1 and 2 clutches from Virtus.pro with Pasha, I believe.
Unfortunate from Flipside, but even so, 4 rounds. It's a good standing, especially against the CT side of Virtus.pro, one of the best on Nuke.
Yeah, 4 rounds you can be content with it. It's like a pretty decent, but they gotta get that pistol underway. And you know, Flipside's one of those teams where on the T pistols I can have confidence. It's like LGB. It's like I can understand and be confident that this team is going to go in with a very specific plan. There are a lot of teams that kind of rely a lot on individual skill, but some teams they'll buy 5 grenades, and each grenade is specifically for certain. It's for certain things. And So Flipside is one of those teams, but when it goes to CT, you're actually reacting to how the Ts are playing. So the ball is really in Virtus.pro's court with the Glocks, and I'm afraid for Flipside that they're just going to get closed out on straight away in this one now. But we'll have to see how things go.
Yep, both teams ready. We'll be underway very shortly. And as you said, it's all down to this pistol, how Flipside approach it and how Virtus.pro run the strats with their Glocks in hand. Neo's brought up some grenades, as has Snacks. The rest go in armor and decoys. So we're seeing 3 decoys to try and lure Flipside out of hiding. If we actually look at Davkost, he has an incendiary grenade and a flash with 2 smokes across the rest of the team and a defuse kit. Flipside putting a lot of money into this pistol round.
So just waiting to see what information they get, and a quick play, it would seem, into Squeaky in from main. The split coming in, but Flipside headshot one after the other. Snacks now the last man standing, and it's as if you're just, you know, as soon as like flipping your fingers, clicking your fingers, I don't know what the term is, but they're all dead. That's the moral of the story. And Snacks now has to get onto that bomb. How on earth can he actually manage to do that? He's stuck between 2 choke points, and they know exactly where he is. He's pinned down, and he's got no escape. Snacks gonna see what he can get done here. And 3 players left. Knows where one is now. Making sure that the flank is covered as well. Goes in, and he's eliminated. So, snap of the fingers. There you go.
Yep,
that's
done.
the snap of the fingers. Good God.
Hard to English.
I don't know these words, man. I don't even. 11-5. Flipside going to be taking fairly convincing rounds. Good upper defense there. Virtus.pro decided to just go in, and they got completely shut down. So that is how you do it. But Scout on Pasha, and he's been really just fragging like a maniac for his team. He got the Tech 9s, he got the armor, got some nades. This is a scary round here, presented by Virtus.pro for Flipside to find some solution for. And once again, Flipside don't want to look for any information. They just want to receive the pushes as they are presented by Virtus.pro. Pasha already looking for frag. I would really not like to peek him in this spot. Taking undue damage against Pasha would not be a good way to start this round. The Scout in the very capable hands, the very strong hands of the man Pasha. Got Simple already taking a frag onto Snacks though.
Pasha down to 15 HP outside. Gets the tag onto World Edit, I believe that was. And gonna swiftly move down in secret. Another tag now onto Davkost. Just sprinting around this map right now. Seeing where he can open up. But look at the Virtus.pro health bars. Simple now just gets another one. 7, 15, and 15 HP on these 3 members. 7 and 15 now. This is going to be easy pickings for the Flipside team. And it's a round where that they really needed to be careful of because of the Tech 9s and the Scout on Pasha. And that's exactly what they did. They were careful. They didn't show anything. They just waited for the push to come in, as you said at the beginning of the round. Clean sweep.
That's quite impressive, actually. They didn't lose anybody. That's really, really nice. That's like such relief on a map like this to lose nothing to the you know, Tech 9 armor round. And Pasha, he did his job. He got 3 tags. That is the Scout guy doing his job. He got 3 tags, softening him up for the pistols to come into play for quicker frags on the rush. And because that way you're not relying on headshots. You can the running spread of the Tech 9 is really effective, and with those tags it'd be even more potent. Those drive-bys, but now it's just on the Glocks, and it's a bit of a sad story here for Virtus.pro as the money rolls in for Flipside. But they really need to upgrade these 2 SMGs as soon as we go into the next round. To be honest, still having the FAMASs is going to be providing some amount of problems against the AKs, so they are definitely going to be on a disadvantage on the weapons next round.
But at least with not losing anyone in that second round, it didn't force any rebuys, meaning they can trade up these weapons into the AWP. Wild Edit straight away going for it. Simple could drop the M4 to one of his teammates with a FAMAS and buy the AWP for himself. But they're just happy with what they've got going up against this full AK buy-in. VP, they don't really have many grenades to work with here either.
Indeed. We'll have to see if they can manage to get something done here with this AWP of World Edit. Where is he going to be playing? He's actually going to go outside here, and Virtus.pro don't have a smoke for his position. If he's fast, if he's quick, if he's swift, and he is, He's going to be rewarded. Oh, not quite quick enough for the next kill, but it is going to be Davkos who does get the trade. But things going well for Virtus.pro. They are a man up, despite one of them being a very, very low, or on a very, very low amount of health in Taz. 8 HP for him. And Bondik and Davkos, again, this map, you can rotate so fast between the sites. Looking quite good. In fact, Bondik picks up a kill, putting it to a 2-on-2. And Taz is one of the men left as well. He's super low. So you got to love Flipside's chances now, but there's still 50 seconds left. And Virtus.pro is still making the move onto a site. So we'll have to see if the Flipside are going to be able to catch on to this before the bomb goes down. Virtus.pro, though, so silent. But opening this door is certainly going to give the game away. There it is. I think that would have been heard. At least the smoke grenade will be heard in the grenade. Sorry, the bomb getting planted now as well. Bondik going to roll in, take a quick frag there, but 5 HP, and that's it. Curtains and Virtus.pro pick up a round. And now, the money that they built up, they're going to have to use all of that to keep themselves in the match.
Yep, dropping FAMASs as well. It's not ideal, Snacks, with the SG53.
The Krieg.
Yeah. The scoped-in rifle that isn't quite an AWP. Where's he playing with this? Like he... Well, no, he's looking to go up on silo, then was like, nope.
Maybe he's trying to convince someone to boost him. He's just like playing around with his teammates here.
I think it's more so just to get a spot out here. Because they don't have an AWP, so it's try and zoom in, see if they can get a tag onto one of the AWPers, which is simple.
Yeah, actually their money is not super amazing. Only on a Galil and not the most grenades ever, but...
Snacks no head armor either.
Oh, what did it? Only got one. That's the problem now for Flipside. Can they recover? Because Virtus.pro are going to have the control room now. So, there it is. Smokes, flashes, grenades. In they go though. Davkos in the vents. They didn't eliminate the vents player quick enough. And look at that. Markelov coming in with the FAMAS. And it's easy. All because Davkos was allowed to roam freely in the vents despite Virtus.pro having, well, like 4 or 5 players in control room. Why did they not have the vents? That is going to haunt them, that question. And as it was their downfall.
And now this ruins VP's round loss bonus. They won a round, they lose a round, having to sit on Tech 9s and just be content with those.
Yeah, now things are looking very interesting indeed for Flipside. If they can generate momentum from this and some good economy, then they will be setting themselves up for somewhat of a comeback here into this nuke match.
Asher getting heavily tagged up. Down to 13 HP. Taz trying to challenge on ramp, gets smoked out. Pasha now rotating back round to join his teammates after gaining some information from outside. It looks like they might just either try and hit this A site or try a vent dive.
Yeah, they want the action, they want it now, but what are they going to bring? A bunch of bullets straight through that door, going to pick off one. Trade is alive, but the bomb was spotted. And that means that Flipside for the next like 10 seconds, they vaguely know where the bomb is going to be. And there's Taz chasing down. Oh, poor Markelov cannot find cover in time, and they are going to get the weapon. But Simple is on the case in the vents.
Yep, nice pick there from Simple, denying the M4. Meaning that they don't have to worry about any guns just yet. Taz, though, has found himself one. And he's going to actually pick one up with it. Last man standing, Simple's AWP. We all know how strong that one is.
I was afraid there. They were both actually lined up, the last 2 players. That could have been really, really, really bad. But Flipside's coming back into this. Just got to keep weathering some of these rounds. And, you know, the problem is now is that they've spent a lot of cash rebuying, dropping some guns. So they're vulnerable again. They don't want to, you know, they can't really afford to lose more than 2 players. Because then they're going to be at a net loss on even though they'll be winning the rounds, they'll be losing money overall. And that is going to be really hard to deal with, considering that Virtus.pro are ahead still by 3 rounds. So the war attrition, definitely, they got to keep that under control and make sure they don't get behind in that sense. Keep these buys strong, keep these nades up. And, 2 players outside here for Virtus.pro, but Simple going to deal with one.
Looking for the other. Pasha says no. Gets the headshot. Now Markelov positioned on the box here, spraying to try and get them. Neo down 7 HP. Wild Edit now providing some support. Looking for Taz, going to be falling back from that one. But even so, Pasha now. Very nice from him.
So Taz's AK is called Time to Troll. Taz is actually a massive troll, I must admit. I was quite surprised. My first interaction offline with him was him trying to troll me. Like
Does
really
just
seem
seem
elaborate,
like a really fun guy.
really elaborate troll as well. Like he wasn't pulling any punches. Didn't get me though. Didn't get me. Flip side, got a good setup here on the upper side. Virtus.pro are just slowly moving their way in, constricting the defense here, and it's going to be World Edit to fall first of all. They're actually going to find one more on CT Ved, and now it's on Markelov to try to save this. He's got 3 players to deal with. They've all tagged fairly low. Only Pasha on 56 health.
Pasha on for the 5-man as well. Markelov creeping round. He's got an M4 in his hand. Where does he want to attack this one from, or does he just want to save? Looks like he wants to save this.
Their money is screwed. This is what we were talking about at the start of the round as well. Like they were in a position where they couldn't really afford to lose more than 2 players because of they need to be building economy, and this is
this is not building it.
This is really terrible. Yeah. So now they get like what, 1400, and then and Markov anyone to keep a weapon alive. So Simple can drop a couple of Famises here if he wants.
Probably just drop pistols, I guess.
Or yeah, they're gonna go for the save. Or no?
No, the evening out, I guess.
Okay, so that's cool. Let's see what they can do with this. Can't underestimate them just yet. Sean Garris, man, where's your 16-8 at?
I'm still hoping for the double figures from Flipside, and that nade is gonna destroy Markelov down ramp. He has fallen. That was one of the M4s as well. It gets picked up by Wild Edit, luckily enough. So they do still have some firepower to try and deal with Virtus.pro, trying to eliminate some members.
Yep. Indeed, it's definitely going to be an interesting next few rounds here as Virtus.pro look closer and closer to closing the game out. And they've successfully eliminated the momentum that Flipside have generated as well. And it's all because of these big individual plays, like Pasha with that sick 4K in the previous round. He's been really just absolutely on point for Virtus.pro. Definitely the MVP for them in the matches that we've seen. And Taz going to be creeping forward through the hut now. Smokes go down, and he makes his way in through main. Going to spot the first player on hut. He's going to drop off here, but Virtus.pro absolutely destroying the defense. It is not even close. They're like a wrecking crew moving in. And they have completely demolished the defense. So 14-9 now. Flipside going to be in with the bye, but it's definitely a little bit awkward for them, not having the full nades that they want necessarily, and not even the full weapons. You see an ump, for God's sake, on what it is. He's umping up.
He is.
Don't recommend this. Don't do this at home.
And this is because they went for that evening out of the money in the previous round. If they didn't go for that, the outcome would have probably been the same. Just they would have been able to probably get an AWP on this CT side now and have World Edit on a relatively strong gun. Simple though with this M4. We'll be able to pick up Pasha, who was creeping down in secret. 5v4, it's a good start for the CT side. They've got the early frag. They just need to hold their positions and make sure they eliminate the rest of these members as they try and make a push. And this is the push. Taz taking out World Edit. There's 3 members outside. Don't know how they got round there so safely.
Oh, definitely a good start for Flipside in the sense. Even though they're even on players on a map like this, it's not nearly as bad as on some other maps where the rotations really punish the CTs for being lower on player count. However, Bondik is going to be put to the test very shortly, and if he can hold this position, you like the chances to win this one. But picking up the bomb over at Hell, and Bondik wins this 1-on-1, that surely should be a pretty easy, straightforward finish to this round now for his team. But it's going to be Taz who takes down Markelov in the back, picks up the bomb. Both players on the floor now. Taz goes for the quick 1-on-1, gets eliminated, and 14-10 now the score. as Bondik and Davkost are the only ones to keep their weapons alive. And once again, Virtus.pro going to have a better buy despite losing the round. They're going to get a better buy going because Flipside are still broke.
Yeah, they only have 2 defuse kits on them, so expect Simple and Worlder to be playing different sites here.
So this is over basically. If Virtus.pro win this, it's
Yeah,
over.
game.
I mean, it's
Well, in theory.
there's no buy. There's no buy for Flipside if they lose this.
Yep. If they win it, then I'm not too sure what VP's economy is like. I'm still pretty sure they could put together a buy, even if they don't. They may decide to eco it just to play safe, like we saw them do with the double eco on Inferno.
Absolutely. So we got the Famous on Markloff, no nades, and the nades on Markloff at least, and the nades running low for the rest of the team shortly as they start to use them. Now as they get pressured outside, Neo drops down to main, looking for those kills, and there's the man in window. He's going to get taken down. Neo spraying to finish, well done it off, and now it's a 4-man defense for Flipside. They still have a man on the outside, and he's eliminated as well. Virtus.pro getting one more Pasha on the outside as Flipside players, one after the other, look for these peaks, and they are getting crushed. Just 1 round left now. Flipside, they're broke, and Virtus.pro look to be putting them in their place, because if you're Virtus.pro in this, like if you're Virtus.pro just generally, you know inside that you're the best team in the world. You know that. And they're from reputation as well.
Yeah.
They can never lose to Flipside.
Yeah,
especially with Major coming up. You know, you want to look strong, you want to go in there strong. So this is a must-win for Virtus.pro. But although Inferno, they should go back and watch some Inferno demos, because that was a little bit shaky.
CZs though, never rule out the CZs. Getting another one here, Simple, and the bomb. The AK is there if he wanted, but even though just getting the bomb.
I cursed
so much info.
I'm sorry.
You need to write to Pasha and say, I'm sorry. Sorry you lost this 26th round. It's all my fault. The man himself getting tagged up now. Snacks, though, picks up the kill onto Simple. Well, Edit has a scout. Probably his second favorite weapon.
Oh, that's a
very nice. Very nice from him. It's all down to Snacks who has to come back, get the bomb. CZ, we all know it isn't great at range. Do they challenge this or do they wait for Snacks? Looks like they want to challenge it.
And somehow, you know, it's CSGO. Stuff like this happens all the time.
With 4 surviving as well.
All right, so they're going to pick up loads of weapons. Look at the swing in value there for them. Virtus.pro is still able to put a buy together, but 4 in a row is what is demanded of Flipside for them to put this into overtime. And, well, we've already had 6 over... What was it? 3 overtimes. 6 halves within
almost there.
3 overtimes. So Virtus.pro now going for a quick push into ramp. They haven't done something like this in quite some time. And already good response there from Flipside. Dropping down. Getting the info there. Communicating. Repositioning. Shutting them down as they try to kind of herd them in to certain locations. But Virtus.pro still coming out with some frags here. But it's not looking good for them. Flipside, they're still 1 man ahead. 1 step ahead in this round. Snacks and Neo now, the duo that is left for Virtus.pro. And if they lose this, they're going to eco themselves. So Bondik gets both, and that's it. Eco time now for Virtus.pro. Flipside going to be on 13, or in theory should be on 13 rounds, unless unless I just curse them.
Unless they go Tech 9s and have the same effect as the CZs.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is about those rounds is that it's very difficult to actually say, oh, you know, if they do this, they could like, win. It's like, well, it's P250s. It's you know, every play is like very low percentage that it's going to be successful. So it's very hard to see how Virtus.pro could pull it out here. But would expect Flipside to have a clean round here. They need a clean round. Keep their money up, and look at that. They are going to have a clean round so far. And you're losing 1 guy.
There's just Taz left.
Bondik pulls out the knife.
Taz will also fall now. So, as you said, we are on 15-13. And Virtus.pro can only just about piece together a buy here. If they lose this one, then the likelihood of overtime is increased even more. Just looking at Taz there. Angry terrorist here. 29th round.
All right, so Well, did it on the AWP. It's going to go for the outer catwalk play. And there he is on the peak. But there's nobody there. And the entire lineup of Virtus.pro at the moment is playing quite passively. However, well, it might, if he is patient, be revealed in time to some of these Ts who are looking to get this push off. And he might just get a shot.
Someone there.
Neo's trying to bait something out here. Oh, he's just... Oh, there he is. He spots it, but what did it? You can't put that man wrong with that AWP. Picks up the kill. So the reactions on that. It wasn't even a wall bang. It was just straight up. There's those 2 pixels. I'm going to have a 80-millisecond response time. Here we go. Bialy now on the outside. Virtus.pro trying to even things up though. Bialy is on 4 HP. The problem for them is that this is very telegraphed. Flipsid can hear everything that they're doing. They know that they're down here. And you have Markloff with a good crossfire with these guys on the vents here. So there it is. They're eliminated. And Virtus.pro.
Their economy. Look at it.
Oh my god, what are they going to do? They have to pistol armor. They've got to go for it.
There's nothing else they can do. This is the problem with the T side.
This is madness.
Certainly not Sparta.
It's not Sparta. I was going to say it's not Sparta. It's just madness. This is a very interesting kind of madness as well. Flipside with good chances to actually take this against Virtus.pro now. They can just force this to overtime. You can see how well they did on the T half, even though that they just got the pistol and that gave them 3 rounds.
That's all you need.
Exactly.
As simple. Starts things off onto Pasha. Virtus.pro are weakened. They've lost their scout. They've lost their long-range advantage that they may have had. The rest of it lies on Bialy. We actually see a vent dive coming out as Neo gets a frag world edit with this AWP. Davkos gets one onto Snacks. He returns it. It's 2 versus 2 now.
Virtus.pro, they're putting us through a lot of drama at the moment. Oh my god.
1-on-1. M4 on armor.
Bondic has quite a lot of nades. And there's a lot of time for Taz to play with. That smoke.
Oh!
Taz gets it 16-14. We're not in for more overtime shenanigans. It's going to be Virtus.pro that actually take it there. And I believe we're very over time, but it doesn't matter. We don't care. We turn up here to watch Counter-Strike, and that's what we're going to get. We're going to get Virtus.pro and TSM after this. It's a good performance there from Flipside Tactics. And any surprises, anything you want to mention about that?
First of all, I believe Virtus.pro TSM is being rearranged because it's too late for TSM. No, not true. Okay. No.
Dude, just throwing the lies out there.
It's
just
all right.
Tell more lies, please.
Well, I don't know. I got my double figures right. I'll just take that one. And run away
take that. Take it and run.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're going to set up the next match. It's going to be Virtus.pro and TSM. It's going to be here on Faceit TV live for Star Series. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with you after the break.